Good morning, everybody. I'm going to check my volume here. So, I hope I left you with some things to think about yesterday about fear and where you're at and how you process it. I did still pick 3 cards real quickly. I've already set the energy for what we're doing. We just have to say our mantra. So let's do that first. I am the soul. I am the soul. I lost it. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And just breathe that down into your heart. Okay, very good. So I just wanted to show you, I did it mostly for myself, but then it became so powerful, I thought I would show them to you. Certainly the first one's the Chariot. So it says that you've been working hard and now you're going to embrace the rewards of that. Balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, and public recognition. So there you are, on your way. Looks like he has actually the light at his hand. So the next one is the end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of a depression or illness, travel or relocation. There you go. See, today we're not afraid of them anymore. Now we're doing it. And lastly, here's justice in my favorite color of blue. Lord Gautama Buddha. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. So that's your answer for the day. You know, the world's changing. We must still always be aware of where we're at, because where we're all at is what brings forth into the world. Remember that. All right. Good morning. Let's see who's here. All right. Joanna and Elena, they were here early. Christina, Barbara Ward, Cavell. Good morning, Carol. Marby, Prime 3. Good. A lot of beautiful souls on today. So let's listen. Perhaps what Mother's saying to each person maybe has a piece of it that's for you. And let's let it be a powerful day of transition. How's that? All right. So let's go to Joanna. Very interesting. I see Mother take your hand, and today we're just moving through a portal into a desert area for you. And both of us kind of look around and we're wondering, what's this about? So let's see what she has to say. So it is time now for you to take that which apparently seems to be, feels like, looks like nothing, and see the jewel that things are. The world finds it so much easier to just assume that this is nothing, or it's too old, or it doesn't work, or it's not what I need anymore. But understand that those things that you draw to yourself grow in consciousness along with you. You just perhaps haven't thought to have that perception grow and to see things differently. So here we are on a land that looks pretty much like a desert. I do see trees in the distance, and as soon as I say the word trees, they come near us offering us shade. And then I'm going to say a creek, and then there's a creek running, and I can hear the water, running over the rocks. So perhaps you're wondering, well, what does this mean? I'm going to say it until I can say it no more, that what you see in front of you is not the truth. From deep within the integrity of yourself, you must use the gift of manifestation through the thought process to bring you that which you desire. So if you are someone today who is opening with a clear, let's say, image, much as we walked into here with Joanna, and it was just a desert, then fill it in. What is behind that wall of illusion, that wall of resistance, that wall which is but a touch of light away from you and allowed to come and become you? So we thought of trees, and the trees came. We thought of a creek, and the creek came. And now I want you to think of a cozy home and see what appears for you, Joanna. And I hear you say to me, that's too easy. And yet it's only too easy until you allow it to be so. Do you see, I have discovered a fear of failure within you, not so much of the self, but of that action which can be taken from within you and put to work. It is not to say that these things will be instantaneous, but that is a part of the belief in the Heavenly Father and the gift. In knowing that it will be so, it will open a door and it will come at the perfect timing. So if it's not today, or if it's not tomorrow, maybe a year from now, you must not lose faith. You must believe. And as you see these things, so they will come. Many blessings to you, Joanna. All right. Okay, Elena. Again, Mother takes your hand. We are climbing up a mountain. And the word she wants to give you a lesson on the struggle. As we find a place that we can go within to be warm. There are little children here. I don't know if they're yours or if they're ones you know of. But I want you to disconnect from them as an attachment to your chakra system. Never is it that when you offer help to another, is it that you become attached to them. You must simply offer it from a loving place in your heart. And you will find as we offer this love to these little people, And I see some elders that they will dissipate. And where did they go? They went back within their own consciousness, which has all the same gifts that you have. And this I wish to make sure all of you understand. What you think is who you are. What you think is what you have. What you think is your relationship with Mother, Father. So here we are up on this mountain in a warm house. And what is your greatest desire? Think of it now. So I do hear the word everything. And perhaps this is your element of failure, thinking that then everything can come at once. And I'm going to say it once again. Perhaps write a list of each thing individually and let your heart and your belief and faith reach out to them and know it every day. And as it is appropriate for your consciousness, these things will be brought to you. There is no denial in this truth. But the demonstration of having it be everything at once is from the child who doesn't understand and has not studied. The path is a place where you walk to grow, to understand, and become into the knowing of that which Father and Mother can and will bring to you. But it doesn't mean that it is I wish to find my word. Doesn't mean to find or respond to the demander, one who just demands. There is a loving, compassionate spirit in the heart, that in the knowing that you are a child of God, and that all things that are required for you to become into peace and to live life in gentle harmony will be brought to you. But you must become that gentle heart, that one who believes, that one who sets the altar upon the brick of the fireplace and is willing to know it is safe. And your desire upon the altar. Create your prayer. There are many of us here to Saint Germain, to Master Babaji. There were many that walked in earlier, and now I understand Gautama Buddha, Yadavaki Shima, Jesus. Create a prayer, knowing the value and the worth of self, and how you love yourself. See, that journey of love within the self is very powerful. It is what turns on this capacity to manifest that which you desire. And then you ask, knowing it is brought, not doubting it, not wondering when, but knowing that it is. And if you experience all those things I mentioned, you will see the difference in the quality of energy that leaves from you to bring it. Doubt, which is only here upon this plane. Merlin himself will talk about how he runs into doubt coming here to this land. You must not let doubt hinder your thought. Again, it is a stasis of growth. So, many blessings to you, Elena. Be gentle with the self. Be willing to discover a deeper love, a deeper understanding of what that love and that magic of God truly is. For he wishes to bestow all things upon each of you. Bestow upon each of you all things. Many blessings. Alrighty. Christina, I wonder often about the fires where you are in the land. I don't know if they're around you. But hopefully they have ceased. All right, Christina. So I take your hand, and with me I have 6 maidens, and they will go through this portal along with you and me. And we will find ourselves upon a land that has upon it a marble home. Yes, you can ask me, is it that of a queen? No, not even a princess. It is that of you, from another time and place. And these are 6 maidens that worked for you there. So they let go of their hand and go find their space within your home to begin to care for you. Most importantly, I want to ask you, how does that thought feel? For most of you, there has always been another time when the wealth was overwhelming and all that you had at a moment's desire appeared. But it wasn't of the love that I mentioned. It wasn't of the connection to God that I mentioned. So here, today, in this world, as we are looking upon the ascension of the earth, there is a greater need for even a deeper experience of the magic of love within your hearts to know what's true. So let's remember, Christina, this is a visual. It's a different time. But I want you to be aware of how you feel. And I have to say, I don't believe you're happy here. Sometimes that word, when I have everything and what you think it means, isn't really what you desire. For deep within you, there is a passion of achievement. And it wasn't existent in having this place. It was given, I would say, by someone who did not treat you nice. So you see, there's still karma here to heal, to allow you to help find how you get to that place of everything in a different way and have a fullness in your heart and be at peace and love. But for everyone who's listening, let's contemplate what lesson was just brought to us. Where is true peace in your heart? It is in being in the moment. And in that moment, being in your heart and with all the love of self you can have and the love of Mother, Father. For it is in that place your eyes will see truth. Your eyes will feel truth. And they will show you the path to being truth. You see? So many who stumble and fall or look backwards instead of forwards or can't seem to find their way. Understand There are different ways to receive. And then there is the purity of God. So, may this on this day, Christina, you think about this message from deep within you that comes from it's a long, long time ago, and find where inside you was your willingness to take mistreatment in exchange for everything, or non-loving in exchange for everything. For it is not who you are. It is not who you're becoming. And then you will have to have it show itself to you and bring understanding and embracing to it for it to manifest in this world. You see? Many blessings to you, Christine. And to everyone who wishes to take on this challenge. Adapahusha. If there is a question about your message today, anyone can write it to me at the end. All right, Barbara Ward. And I did want to say to you, I have met you. I know you are a Eastern Indian, not an American Indian, but I cannot help if that's what keeps coming in lives you've led. So may it be understood. The life you lead now certainly isn't all of the ones who are sending you messages at this time to deepen your awareness about the God within you. So we will move forward. Yes, Barbara Ward. I will put in a message that you might not want an American Indian right now, but I know you wouldn't want that either. Adabasha. Okay. Well, as you take my hand, and it's very, very cold, this life, you are an Eskimo. I can see time moving fast as we move through our portal, and we can look back and see you as a young child in this family. You live in the igloo, not even yet to where they created homes. And most of your excitement was simple. It was about food. It was about the love of your parents, the camaraderie of your family, and perhaps on some level, there's a need for you to be reminded of these things. Simplistic. And now let's look forward. Let's say till you are older, 50 or older. And now that who you are has become more of a known experience in the village, not just within the igloo. Not that you are labeled, but people know when they have questions to come to you because you have lived through it and survived. And it is how that whole energy begins, and looking to the elders to have an understanding. Well, they've made it to here, they must know something. So I can see now as I move through some more time that you now have beads and are honored. And there's our word for today, honored. you have in their destiny experience of lives, times when you have been honored and times when you have not honored yourself. So we are offering you this message at this time for you to be willing to choose and discover what is there still that you do not honor about you. And I can say to you, there is a great anger. And perhaps it isn't that you are not yet that divinity that can hold that level of purity that takes away all things. And yet I say to you, it is beyond this anger. At this part of you that lived for a human. And I want to say to you, if you are willing to hear me, that it came from an earliest life when you were not even man yet, that you were of an ape. And there was not development at that point of time. There was action, reaction. So perhaps it's really necessary for you to go back and offer this in your mind's awareness to the group of non-humanness, so that when you come back into this place of humanity, you will have an understanding on how to bring peace and harmony and gentleness and belief and faith in the higher energy, whatever that is for you in each of these lifetimes. Yes. How many lifetimes? For each of you, more than you realize. There are so many pieces and parts that are awaiting the touch and the nectar of a drop of the love you hold. So be it. May it be so. Well, yes. I just want to see if someone has a question. Cadell, I see you next. All right. No messages. Cadell. Very interesting, the image I see as I stand to take your hand for you to walk with me. You raise my hand and it's magnified to a level that I can see what is called the fingerprint, and yet I see beyond that. Isn't that fascinating? So let me ask why. Why a revelation here of time and place? So we hold hands, they touch each other, and let's move. Kikepata. Oh, kipena chishketa. Yayata. Well, Cavell, we're moving back to when we were in Eden. That beginning life. Before judgment. When there was just love and acceptance, peace and harmony. Why is this where you're taking us? Because you're wanting to remember and breathe it. You're wanting to remember and breathe it into every cell of who you are today. You ask me if that is possible, and I say, all things are possible. But are you ready? Are you going to allow it to be so? And then I feel we are lost. As that moves away, I am here. Let's move to next where you go. Hey, Devi Shana. Hey, Dan Shana. Next, you go to a different planet, my friend. I don't think it will be unique for you to understand. We are all also from an alien arena. But it is also one of origin. And there is just mostly love here. It is within the eye of the tiger in the stars. So it is bringing these memories once again into you so you can begin to allow the remembrance to come and become in this world of that depth. So you'll have to be open to discover what separates you today from that love that you've once held and could not maintain. And you will maybe perhaps be that one that unravels it for the consciousness of our world. Who's to say? For there are those who remember love in its purest form. And we must try to do our best to understand why could we forget. Blessings to you, Cavell. Come back into this moment, sitting where you are. Dashi. Very good. Whew. Very powerful. So, good morning, Carol. Thank you for all your help. Barbie. All right. Whew. So as I reach out my hand to you, you and I will go through the portal. And I see large skyscrapers. Busyness. Much is how your life feels, very busy. I believe we went to the future, for I see flying machines versus, yes, we have plants, but it's not like that. I believe cars have come upon off the earth. So this is future. So hopefully what you take from this message is you need to calm down, or you're going to miss so much, as you are missing so much today. Most importantly, within you. So if you are not meditating, I suggest you meditate 20 minutes twice a day and surrender and let go. And begin to know your heart. And when you say to me, I don't have time, I say, you're right, you don't have time, but you can't not do it. Because this is crouching upon you. It will expand lifetime, life experience, life awareness, life capacity, and love. And I hope everyone can hear me. Yes, you keep paying attention. Hold on. So, yes, there's a chair here. Have a seat. Take a breath and let yourself relax and go. For if any of you choose to want to be a part of this life which looks busy, being a part will be being full of love and an alignment where you are not the busy part. For it'll go too fast and you will never remember. How do you remember who you are? Many blessings, Marby. So I'm going to give you a little bit of story in Prime 3. I see you next. Shortly after, it was during the time I met Doug. We started going before we had come together. I wanted to become a reverend. And he goes, oh, I know this teacher. You go to Thailand and he's going to make everybody a reverend. That's the reason I went. You couldn't tell me I wasn't going. The husband, which I was married, told me I would never come home. And it was a third world country and that I was crazy. Every day, I know that you'll never come home. And what do we know? Thoughts are things. And who he was married to did not come home. Because what we did is we learned to meditate when we were there. And we received the heart mantra. So, but we didn't meditate 20 minutes twice a day. We meditated for like 20 hours a day. 30-minute one, stop, write down what happened. A lot of times it was just thoughts. And what most of you living in today's world don't understand, that's got to come out. We continued to going back 2 more times for a month each, meditating all that time. And that's how we transformed and how we got clear. Because we removed all that, whatever you want to call it, while we were meditating with our eyes closed. So, yes. We then traveled around the world and were called the Johnny Appleseeds because we gave the seeds of light from the Maharishi. And people grew and got quiet and transformed. So, I heard today, so far, we'll see what Prime 3 says. Mother is attempting to help you all grow. And perhaps introducing you to parts of you that you did not know. Well, there's so much inside there. It's like if you have something and you shake it, you might not even rattle yet because there's still so much fullness in there. Just thoughts. So attempt to do that 20 minutes twice a day, and meditation will follow your way. It'll keep you calm in every step, and goodness will come. How about that? All right, prime 3. Oh, Barbara Ward says, thank you. I know for sure I have been an indigenous person many past times. When I pray for the tribes, I always refer to them as my people. I welcome them, their wisdom, and their medicines. Excellent. All right. Prime 3. As I reach your hand and you touch yours to mine, I see the warrior in armor across from me. And I feel now we're spinning, and I don't know where we're going. We'll see where it stops. So I'm seeing you as a small boy in a castle. I do not believe you are part of the family that reign in the castle, but a friend. So you are the one that was a friend that was the greater strength, the greater achiever, the one everyone loved. Yes. And so now I see you stand before me with your armor and asking, what are you to make of that? Interesting. And now you're saying it keeps happening. So what I want to give you is a gift. But you will only take part of it if you feel you are worthy to receive a gift from Mother. And it is a plate of food, whichever kind you like, but within it holds the wisdom of the heart, not the mind. It is not your mind will be feeble, but there is a place of the wisdom of the heart within the love that will understand how to use the sweetness you've grown with. So take part and eat if you will, knowing that what you deserve and who you are. And enjoy it, knowing that all the answers will come from a loving place, from a gentle place, from a place that makes you want to walk forward. Blessings. All right, very good, Prime 3. Thanks for this powerful message, taking me back to when there was not judgment, just peace and harmony. This has always been my quest, to find peace and harmony in the world. Thanks, many blessings. And yes, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe that you have to kind of let it come to you now between there and here. So you can bring it here to that. And they were all very powerful today. I don't know if I've ever seen Mother go back to that awareness for everybody. So, any other questions? Yeah. So, Carol says, good morning again. Or am I going over the same thing twice? Oh, yep, I guess so. Well, I'm sorry it took so long, but I hope you felt they are all worth it. Now remember, because our intention for the group is if one sounds like it's something you need, you can work with it. There was a lot to sit and do in your meditation to discover about yourself. But remember that nothing's ever bad. It's to see the love in it. Always see the love and let go of all the rest, which is all ego. All right, no questions? Tomorrow's Wednesday. We missed last Wednesday. And I'm so sorry, but it was 110-degree index here, and we had to get all our stuff out for it was just a mess. But I survived. You see, it worked. And just as all this is going to work for all of you. So I love you. Uh-oh. Barbara saying that they are all very powerful messages. Yes. And they'll be life-changing. Maybe not today, but somewhere along the way. I keep rhyming. What can I say? Thank you all for coming. I appreciate who you are, and I will see you tomorrow. Many blessings.